Hey, I'm Nina and we're at the thrift looking for my transitional fall inspo for my Pinterest board, especially like lightweight knits, maybe like a lightweight knit polo or lightweight knit button down. Also just like little open weave sweaters, that kind of thing. And generally just like pieces that kind of feel like fall, but might be like looser, lighter weight fabrications, kind of away from the body so that you're not like super sweaty. And full disclosure, it is 83 degrees today. So also just trying to think about ways that I can style fall or like fall leaning pieces while it's still really hot out. So let's go see what we can find.
So starting in the sweaters, I found this really beautiful, like dusty blue, kind of teal, open knit little cardigan. And this is the kind of piece that I have been thinking about and visualizing to kind of transition into fall. You have the knit texture, but it's in this kind of in-between fall and summer color. Then I found this little double layer sweater, 100% linen, and it has this effect on the neckline and the sleeve and the bottom, so it looks like it's double layer, but actually throughout the rest of the sweater it's not, so you don't get too hot. The fabrication is perfect, and I love the really wide v-neck of this. I think it's just so cute, and I feel like I've literally seen almost this exact sweater in like old J. Crew, old Gap ads that I've saved on Pinterest. Next, this little turtleneck, it was 100% silk, but it felt almost like a nylon-y kind of knit, so like super silky, lightweight, almost a little bit sporty. And I feel like this is the kind of thing that is also perfect for this time of year. Turtleneck is very fall, but the fact that it's in this really lightweight kind of sporty silk just makes it so much more wearable. But it did have a hole on the back, so I had to leave it. And next, this white button-up, super classic. I don't think this is like specifically a transitional piece, but I do think button-ups are just a year-round piece. This one was a little bit of a heavier weight, but it was a cotton poly blend, so it shouldn't make me too sweaty, and I just love the like boxy cut of it. I think it's so good. Next, this mango like lady jacket sweater. I feel like we're gonna be seeing these all over the place this fall, just specifically this like cut of little sweater slash jacket, or like in tweed. This cut of jacket I think is going to be everywhere. It's very old school prep, but feels like really cute and very simple, especially this version that's just all black with the contrasting buttons. I think are so good. The fabrication of this was also kind of like a nylon-y boucle feel, so it didn't feel like it would be too heavy. Next, this little cotton Gap hoodie, because I have just been really wanting a nice like lightweight little knit hoodie, and I think this is a perfect example. It's so cute. I like that the knit is kind of sheer and it has a little ribbing on the hood. The only thing is like the fit might be kind of weird because it looks like it goes kind of straight down but is also fitted. Next, this little vintage, another like wide in between a boat and a v-neck sweater. This is in a dark heather gray, which feels like such a fall color, and the cut of this just seems really great. It did have a little pull at the front, but the thing that I'm still not sure about is these sleeves, so I'll have to see how it fits. This is more just a full-on fall piece. It's this Norway 100% wool like cardigan jacket with a little stand collar and the really beautiful motifs like knit in with the yarn. This reminds me of the jackets from, I think it's pronounced Swear, I don't know, the French brand that have a little stand collars, just like the cut of this. And I just feel like the design on this also feels very right now, and it's just in such a beautiful brown. Next, this jacket was so fun. It was this almost like a holographic texture fabric. I'm not sure if it's coming across on camera, but it was so cool. It had these really unique, like super shiny hardware clasps that feel almost like jewelry on the jacket. Next, this vintage Gap green windbreaker. The shape of this is so good. The color is so good. It kind of reminds me of that one red The Row windbreaker, just in the like oversized kind of quality of it. And I love this color green. I've been so drawn to it. These kinds of like muted teals I think are so beautiful right now, and I just feel like a lightweight windbreaker like this is just like a perfect transitional piece. Next, this little cropped trench coat, adorable. The color was like a kind of a greigey tone, originally from Talbot's. I liked it. It had the hidden buttons, and it did have a little bit of a stain, but I could get past it because the sleeves are really good. They flare out a little bit. I love the collar, and just like the overall shape of this was really good. Next, this adorable little cardigan that's definitely like school uniform, but I just loved the colorway. This like deep cranberry burgundy with a pink embroidery I think is so cute. Just like super classic cardigan. I have just been in love with this like deep cranberry maroon kind of color, and this was also half priced, but the little pink embroidery with it is what really sold me on this. Like I think that's so adorable. Next, these blue pinstripe trousers. These really remind me of the Peachy Den Lennox trousers, and they're from the brand Mandy originally. The pattern on these was just so good, and again, this is like a lightweight nylon, easy to wear year round. In the winter, just put like some tights under it, but it had these little like almost bright blue pinstripes instead of just like a white or a gray or something like that, and I just loved that detail. Next, these pants are what I'm talking about when I'm talking about kind of these in between summer fall pieces. This like has a very summer looking fabrication, almost like a linen look. It wasn't actually linen, I think it was a poly cotton blend. These have the summer fabrication, but they're in a fall kind of color with a dark brown. They're lower waist, in between a boot cut and a wide leg, and I just feel like these are so cool. Next, these little black pull-on pants, wide leg because we know how I've been wanting some. They're kind of like a slinky fabric. They have adorable little charm in the front, and look at this like Y2K tag with the little swirls. It's so cute. I love the cut of the leg, and the wide band on the waist I think is going to be so good, and just again feels very right now. Next, these little leather boots were so cute, and these are the kinds of little mock toe leather boots that I really want for this fall. I think they're adorable. They feel very old J. Crew, old Ralph Lauren to me. These ones were not in my size, so I did have to leave them. Okay, these little sneaker clogs from Cole Haan I think are so fun. I love the little hint of orange. I also feel like sneaker clogs are going to be in, and I just think they're so good. Then I found this little knit polo, which is one of the things that had been on my list. It's 100% merino wool, super lightweight, beautiful dark heather gray. This was in the men's section, and like very oversized, just like really comfy, cozy kind of fit. I think would just be so good for this transition time. Now these pants, I'm obsessed with them. They're like a capri with this like matte black embroidery. They look like they're gonna have a little bit of a kick flare, and I just think the embroidery on these makes them so special. It reminds me of something like Bodhi would put out.
Hey, I'm Nina. We're back from the thrift store, and let's get into what I found. I feel like it was pretty successful in finding pieces that feel perfect to transition through the end of summer and into the start of fall. So the first piece is this little sweater that's like a wide v-neck, which I really like, kind of a subtle v-neck. And the thing that really I just got so excited about on the sweater was these little like layering details. So on the neckline, on the sleeves, and on the hemline, it has this little like double layer effect, almost like you're wearing two tops on top of each other, but it's only for the hem. So you get the detail without the added like heat of having two layers on. The other thing that really sold me on this was it's 100% linen, so super lightweight, very breathable fabric, easy to wear when it's hot out, and it's a pretty open weave. And I just feel like I have seen this sweater or something like this in like old Gap or old J. Crew ads, and I've been so into them recently, like that very like 90s, early 2000s kind of like normcore, old school prep. And this just feels like it would slot right in really easily with that. So really excited. I also just love the colorway of the tan and the white. I love a like cream and white, tan and white kind of contrasty moment. Then the next thing I got was this white button down. Just like really classic single pocket. It's like 50-50 polyester cotton, boxy fit, kind of a heavier fabric. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love the feeling of the fabric. You do kind of like really feel the polyester, but I have really been wanting kind of an oversized white button up. I have my eye on one from Mango that was like on sale for $30. This was $7. So I figured I'm gonna try this one, and I think the fit of it's gonna be really good. I like how boxy it is. I like how wide the sleeves are. and we just have to try on and see. But I feel like you just can't go wrong with a white oversized button up. It's so easy to style, just so easy to wear, and it just feels like chic and classic, and I'm excited about it. Then I found these brown pants that I am just like hoping and praying fit, because I didn't get to try anything on, and I feel like with shirts that's like an easier gamble, but with pants it can be really tricky. And so these brown vintage, like lower mid-rise little trousers, they have this really cool, it almost looks like a linen weave fabric. I don't think they actually are linen, but it has this like white stitching kind of coming through the dark brown. I really like this shade of dark brown, and I've just been so into pairing brown and black together that it feels like this would be the perfect little pair of bottoms to do that with, kind of going into fall. Like these with a black tank top, even though you're wearing a tank top and trousers, feels like more fall to me because of the colorway. Like the black and brown together just feels like such a kind of classic fall little color palette to tap into, with like a pair of loafers would be so good. And I just think it's really cute. It's by IZ or I12, I don't know, IZ Buyer California. I love like almost anything Buyer that I find vintage, like Buyer 2, Amy Buyer, there's like all these different Buyer brands, and I just think these are really cute. They seem like they're gonna have kind of a bootleg / straight fit. They remind me of some of the trousers and things that Paloma Wool has been putting out. We know how much I love Paloma Wool, and I'm just really excited to style these, and fingers crossed they fit well. And then the last thing that I found were these little capris, and these might be too small for me. They're probably gonna be too small for me, but I had to buy them on the off chance that they do fit, because I love them so much, and I feel like they really kind of express this little like happy medium cross section personal style moment that I've found for myself recently, which feels like it's this kind of intersection, combination, juxtaposition of like indie sleeves / hippie boho-y pieces with more like classically old school preppy tailoring kind of vibe. And these pants do that. So they are like a black little trouser capri, and then they have this black, like same color monochrome, beautiful embroidery all down the front, like this floral kind of raised embroidery. I love the texture of that. I feel like it's kind of rare that you see black on black embroidery like this, and it feels like just such a cool kind of subtle detail to have, and I just really love them. I think these are so beautiful. They're INC stretch, probably from the 2000s, but they're 2P, which is like too petite, and usually in vintage stuff I'm like a 5 or a 6. I just really love them. I just think they're so beautiful. I think the embroidery is incredible. And these are like the kind of thing where it's a simple design, but they have this detail that makes them feel unique, that's kind of tapping in to these different aesthetics that wouldn't normally be grouped together. And yeah, so that is everything I found. Let me know what you think, what you're looking for at the thrift right now, and what else. Oh, if you like this, like it. If you want to subscribe, I would love to have you here, and see you in a couple days. And if you want to see like my daily outfits, they're over on my Instagram, daily-ish. I do my best to put on my stories almost every day. But yeah, just thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.